Hi, my name is Emily Bobes, and my genetic disease is Batten disease. Batten disease is a group of deadly genetic disorders that do not have a cure. This disease affects the nervous system. A person with Batten disease cannot break down cells or clear out cellular waste. For example, the body cannot get rid of lipids and proteins. Because of this, the body has seizures, vision loss, issues with moving and thinking, and eventually death. Batten disease is a rare genetic mutation that affects the nervous system. The body cannot break down cellular waste, which is lipids and proteins. As of now, there's 13 known types of Batten disease. These 13 types of Batten disease mostly all have the same symptoms: seizures, vision loss, and intelligence problems. These symptoms occur in babies, children, and teenagers. Providers classify the types of Batten disease by the age the person is affected by it and what gene is mutated. Batten disease is an inherited metabolic disorder. Inherited metabolic disorders affect how the body turns food into energy and removes waste. Batten disease is passed down through families. In order for a child to get Batten disease, their parents have to be carriers of the trait. Batten disease is a genetic mutation. People with Batten disease have two defective copies of the gene. They both come from their parents. When a child with a parent with defective copies of the gene develops, this is because they cannot produce enough enzymes. Batten disease is an autosomal recessive genetic transformation. Approximately in the United States, 3 out of 100,000 babies are born with Batten disease. In Northern Europe, people in Northern Europe are more likely to get Batten disease, with 1 out of 2,500 northern babies are born with this disorder. Children with siblings that are affected by Batten disease have a 25% chance of getting the disease. The prognosis of humans affected by Batten disease is that they will be mentally and physically handicapped for the rest of their lives. With this said, children are expected to have a shorter lifespan. Children that have fatal Batten disease often die in their early childhood. Children who get Batten disease in their later lives live on to their teenage years and young 30s. People who are affected by Batten disease in their adulthood will live a normal life expectancy. There's no cure or treatment for Batten disease, but there are some medications that can help with the symptoms. Serofied alpha can aid in slowing the progression of these symptoms in children. Seizures can be controlled by and decreased by anticonvulsant drugs. Physical and occupational therapy can help people affected by Batten disease maintain everyday functions for as long as possible. My ethical question is the value of life worth living when diagnosed with Batten disease? Even with mental and physical disabilities for people with Batten disease, their lives are just as valuable as everyone else's. Yes, they will be bedridden for the rest of their shortened lives, but they still have a purpose. My social question is children that with Batten disease can go through primary and graduate high school. Because most children who have Batten disease often die in their childhood or teenage years, they unfortunately do not graduate from high school. Children with Batten disease go through primary school but need additional time and help to reach their educational goals. Because of behavioral problems caused by the disease, they will need extra support and patience. My medical question is, how does Batten disease affect the body? The gene that affects Batten disease causes the body not to be able to break down or dispose of cellular waste. Fats, sugars, and proteins accumulate all over the body. This especially affects the brain cells. The buildup makes the body not work up correctly. Because of this, the body has seizures, vision loss, difficulty learning, and coordination issues. And that is the rest of my project.